Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. Listen, there's about 1 billion or so, give or take, channels on YouTube that talk about EDC. There's also everydaycarry.com, other websites that can give you all the meat and potatoes in regards to everyday carry. But why do we, the EDC community, the prep community, so forth and so on, even do EDC, man cave community? Why is it a topic of conversation? Why would you even consider doing it? Let's have a what is, and it's going to be the beginning of my what is series. Listen, I'm the type of person that likes to try to motivate people to improve their man caves, make sure they got their prep life together. What happens when an emergency comes around? If you like that type of stuff, hit the subscribe button below. We would love to have you a part of the battalion. So this video is going to be broken up in roughly 3 different parts. First off, we're going to define what EDC is. Second, how do people do it? Finally, if you choose to do EDC, why would you even want to do it? So there'll be chapter markers down below. If you are an evil genius and you know everything on this side of the hemisphere, just skip ahead because obviously you don't need that information. So first we say, what is EDC? Well, it stands for everyday carry, and at its most elementary in stating, it's literally everything that you carry to complete your day. Now, let's just face it. Everybody and their mom has an EDC. That's all the way from the preschooler to the lifer who's in jail, who's not getting out. Everybody has an EDC, whether they know it or not. But for us, people like us that are actually in the community, it's more of like a show and tell. You know, a lot of things we do aren't necessary. Some of them are over the top. Now, historically, at least for me personally, my granddaddy had an EDC. He was a pipe layer. He laid pipe for 30 years. He had to have a certain amount of tools with him in order to lay that pipe. My great granddaddy had an EDC. He was in World War II. My grandfather was in Vietnam, so they had different EDCs throughout their lives that motivate the things that we do today. Now, slowly but surely, it became more mainstream, but first it kind of started off with those military, police officers, folks like that talked about their EDC boomsticks. Side note, you may notice that on this channel, I don't talk about boomsticks too much. It's kind of a finicky subject here on the YouTubes. This isn't my livelihood, but I kind of would rather not have anything crazy going on with my YouTube because we're talking about boomsticks. But that's a part of the community, and it slowly shifted into stuff like pens, pencils, knives, multi-tools, hats, Game Boys. You know, everything that you can think of under the sun kind of got swallowed up into that new community of EDC. All right, so we defined EDC. You know what it is. Go forth and do great things. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Oh, wait. You want to know about point number 2, which is how do people EDC? First of all, I'm going to link up a video above that talks about 5 tips to get you started in EDC. You can go watch that after you're done with this one. Now, for some folks, their EDC is the same thing every day. My wife has relatively the same EDC. You know, there's not a lot of deviation from that, right? And then there's people like us, the hobbyists, the enthusiasts. And to be honest, I don't really have an everyday carry. An everyday carry would lead you to believe that this is something I carry every day, day in and day out. I don't really have a every other day carry. I kind of switch it up almost daily because I like the opportunity to have different items in my arsenal, in my pocket, in my bag, in my truck, whatever the case may be. So some folks EDC in their sling bags. You saw a video I did about that recently. Some people EDC in a regular like book bag or a laptop type bag. They got tech EDC, emergency travel EDC, emergency vehicle EDC. What are you going to do when you get stuck in a hotel in Beirut EDC? I mean, there's a little bit of everything. I know I'm kind of taking it over the top, but there's a lot of different ways for which you can choose to EDC. At the end of the day, it's really up to you. If I say EDC a couple of more times, make this a drinking game. And let's see if you end up underneath the table by the end of this video. So we defined it. We talked about how people do it. Before we move on to why people doing it, if you're getting good content out of this video, make sure you hit that like button below. It lets YouTube know they should be sharing this with other folks. And once again, hey, make sure you subscribe because we're always talking about different content around here, which is similar to that you might be interested in. So you've decided you want to do EDC. You want to be an enthusiast. You want to actually join and start doing that stuff. So if you want to go beyond that huge bulk of janitor keys in your front pocket that I see it now. Stop doing that. You know, there needs to be a why you even want to do it. The first reason I would say is you want to be a hobbyist. You know, you want to be able to have those things. It's a nice little hobby to have. I have a hobby that's collecting keyboards, EDC, coffee. I got a lot of different hobbies I do, bourbon, all that good stuff as well. The next might be a sense of community. I mean, you join an EDC community, you can join my Discord. Link is down in the description below. Yes, plug. But listen, you can join a sense of community. You can post your items. You can get new ideas for new stuff. And it kind of gives you a sense of belonging, which feels kind of nice, to be honest with you. Maybe you want to do EDC for collection and keepsake purposes. So you want to be a collector. You want to be able to pass this crap down to your kids. I got 2 boys. Maybe I want to pass down some freaking Benchmade Tungu tool that I spent over $300 on. It's true. I did that. You know, maybe you want to be able to collect it hold on to it for a few years and then resell it. Right? That's another avenue that you can do as well. Maybe you're just all about usefulness and readiness. That's kind of very closely related to the prepper community as well, which we'll do a what is prep community down the lane as well. If you want to see something like that, comment down below. Let me know. If you're the type of person that just wants to always be prepared, then joining this community might be something you do as well. Now, listen, I just wanted to talk about what is EDC. Why do people keep putting up videos about it? You see it on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, but you really get to see that community growing and thriving, and it might be something you want to do. Listen, if this is your first time around here, hit that subscribe button below. We would love to have you a part of the battalion. If you're already a part of the battalion, you already know what it is. Here, listen, soon we're going to be having a Made in America March Madness giveaway here on the channel. I'm going to be going live next Friday, giving away all sorts of Made in America goods. So make sure you are subscribed so you can know exactly when I'm going to be giving away all this good Made in America goodness. We're going to have other sponsors that are going to be entering and, you know, participating in that giveaways. Just want to give appreciation to those that are a part of the battalion. This is your first time stopping by the channel. Thanks for stopping by. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.